The study tour has completely exceeded my expectations. The last 2 weeks has been the most amazing time for all our students, particularly the geography program. We have spent 1 week at Acicis, at the Lembaga Bahasa, and the speed at which my students have been learning has been incredible. I had one student say to me that the pace of learning a language was crazy, but he said that in a positive way. And they've just completely loved the program in Yogyakarta. It's been wonderful because not only has it been a great experience just for the actual learning area, but it's been a fantastic, in many ways there have been lots of opportunities for rites of passage and a great bonding experience for the 7 boys that we've taken.
I think the students have grown immensely, not only in their language ability, which has improved out of sight, but also personally, intellectually and emotionally. So we've actually been able to observe a maturation process. From the point of view as they've had to rely on their own resources, they are very much interacting with individuals on an adult level. They've had to speak publicly, which has been really powerful. They've also had to interact with other cultures in the school situation. And also they had to put on the spot basically and actually use their language skills, which has been an incredibly powerful thing for them. So I think it's been an incredible experience for them, and I'm sure that they've all grown so much that in many ways this has been a life-changing experience, and it's been incredibly positive.
I think the language classes have been incredibly valuable. Our boys have the motivation they have shown to me about going to their language classes. They've said, "Oh, I've got a language class now, fantastic." They've come out of the language classes feeling very empowered, and they've really enjoyed the classes. But they also really enjoy the pendumping, the time that they've spent one-on-one with a language tutor, because they have driven what happens during those hours. So they have had a series of tasks, a series of out-of-class language activities, UCLAs. They also have to do journal writing. And so their pendumping has been like a friend it's a non-threatening atmosphere, and they've absolutely loved it.
Acicis can only be thanked, I think, for their organisation, for the structure that they've given us. The fact that they've organised things like the homestay, they've actually organised the tutors and the language program itself. And the people that we've worked with have been incredibly professional and friendly, and the connection has been very, very positive.
There's so much to think about as a tour leader, and I was busy almost 24/7. And I could not imagine how I could have done this if I didn't have a coordinator on the ground. And so the organisation, from the moment that we decided to go with Acicis, the communication has been outstanding, and it has been absolutely organised down to a T. There are a lot of teachers, I think, who would love to come to Indonesia, are excited about coming to Indonesia, and possibly lacking a little bit in confidence about bringing a group over in terms of networking and knowing where to take students. If there's a coordinator on the ground, it just makes life so much easier, and what you're really accessing is the local knowledge, which is so important.
Well, talking to both friends and colleagues, especially I think in the professional situation, in the school situation, and some of the connections I have there, both with the Curriculum Council of Western Australia and within our own school, you can't help but try and promote things such as this. I think it's increasingly, students need to understand we're living in a global world. Having a second language is going to be increasingly important. Australia's probably got the lowest level of being bilingual or having a second language, and so the more that we can do to foster that, the better, in my view. And I'll be really promoting it as a really fantastic experience and something to really encourage students to do.